Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Good day to you anywhere you're listening. I'm Yemi Olale, market analyst at Investlo, and this session is powered by Investlo, your gateway to trading. I welcome you to another wonderful opportunity in the market as we do this back to back, week in, week out. This month has been awesome, and we've been able to bank some profits from the market over the month of July. So basically, we're going to do the same thing today, and hopefully, we're going to make the best part of these opportunities for this same trading week. Starting from the fundamental outlook in the market for the 29th to 2nd of August 2024, let's see what we have in the market. On Monday, there is no single news, which is our impact news, as I filtered on forexfactory.com. And on Tuesday, we have Euro and US dollar. The US dollar is coming out by 3 p.m. Nigerian time, which is the CB consumer confidence and job changes and openings rather. This has a lot to do with how we're going to navigate through the XY on that same Tuesday. On Wednesday, we have the most of the high impact news in the market, which are the red folders, starting from the Australian dollar to the Chinese yuan, to the Japanese yen, to the euro, to the USDCAD, to the Canadian dollar. We have this news coming up from 2:30 a.m. Nigerian time to 7:30 p.m. Nigerian time. It's a fantastic day of different high impact news, and that means you have to be very careful and you have to throw with caution on that same day, because that is when employment cost index is coming up for the US dollar, and euro is having the core CPI flash estimate. This is yearly by yearly, and Japanese yen on tentatively we are expecting the monetary policy statement, and that has a lot to do with JPY movement in the market. 7:30 p.m. we're expecting the FOMC press conference with the US dollar. That is on Wednesday. On Thursday for this week, which is the 1st of August 2024, we're expecting to see Great Britain pounds and USD outlook. We're expecting fundamentals that covers Great Britain pounds and US dollar, from the unemployment claims to the official bank rate to the monetary policy summary to the BOE monetary policy report, and all of this has significant impact in the market. On Friday, which is the last day of the trading week for this week, we have the we have the Swiss franc and the US dollar, and that is one of the most important fundamental outlook that traders look forward to see, which is the non-farm payroll, otherwise known as NFP. And this has to do with unemployment rate that is also coming. That's 1:30 p.m. Nigerian time on Friday. And this has to do with the movement of DXY that we're going to see in the market in the next couple of days. I want you to be focused and look forward to see all of these opportunities as they come out in the market. And most importantly, how you can position yourself to make best opportunities out of this time. All right, starting with the technical analysis from the monthly time frame outlook on Euro US dollar. Let's see on 1 month's time frame, which is the monthly time frame. So the analysis we had before now still remain valid. So all we have to do now is to see what the market is going to do. Let's check that out. We want to see how we can predict and analyze the market based on available data and what the market is showing currently to do. And that is the energy of what we do here. Now, this is the monthly outlook. And for the month of July, we've seen how the market has broke through the high of the month of June. And after the liquidity was grabbed right there, the markets went back into a lower price range and closed for the last week at 1.0854. And with that information, it simply means we can be looking forward to see more reaction in a bearish direction for this particular currency pair. But then, what is the importance of the DXY to start with? So let's check out the DXY before we know what to do with EURUSD and the rest of the pairs that we have for today. So let's check out the DXY. Okay, this is the DXY, and look at what we have. The DXY on monthly outlook. So I'm going to start another now so we can have a fresh outlook on this. This has been a bearish month for DXY. And when you look at this movement in the market, you see that the market has had a significant level that has been rejecting the price for some times now. And with that information, it means when you have something like this in the market, it's just a clear opportunity to see that the market is rejecting a support or discounted price level, and there is high tendency for this market to go in the bullish direction for the month or for this week, basically. And what does that mean? Let's check out for more opportunities to be seen on the lower time frame, which is the weekly time frame, and this is what we have here. Okay, Can you see this level is a liquidity level, is a liquidity area where the market has tapped into, grab liquidity, and last week ended as a rejection from this price level, ended as this candle. And this is almost a complete formation of this M pattern that you've seen. And what are we expecting again for this month is at least we should be expecting the XY to go to a price range like this. All right, this is at 104.85. 104.85. This is what we're expecting the XY to come to for this week, because I'm expecting a bullish run on the weekly outlook for DXY. Okay, and let's check what we have on the daily. On the daily outlook for DXY, the information remains the same after we've seen a significant drop in the market, a little bit of correction, a significant drop into a price range where there was an accumulation. The market moved away from that price range quickly for the whole of last week. It created a bullish momentum candlestick from here to grab liquidity away from this price zone. And what we've seen so far after such days is we've seen the markets having a little bit of ranging market. And what was the closing price for last week was 103.880. With that information, it means the market has the tendency of going into a bullish price range such like this, okay? Expecting the market to go into a bullish price range such like this. So within this price level is where I'm expecting the price to come to, and this is where my anticipation will be for the XY movement at 104.80 to 104.85. This I'll be expecting my DXY to come to for this week opportunity. And when you check the 4-hour time frame, the information remains the same. For the intraday trader opportunity, this is more or less your inverse head and shoulder. You've seen this all day long, and this is how you can benefit from the outlook that we have on the higher time frame on DXY. So if DXY is going to go bullish, what do you expect on Euro US dollar, for example? Then we expect a bearish on Euro US dollar, for example. So going to the monthly outlook on the Euro US dollar, let's see what we have there. On Euro US dollar for this outlook, therefore, we're expecting more bearish movement on the monthly time frame, because this has grabbed some liquidity from the top price level, and recently the market has broke through the high of last month and it has retraced back to the current price level right here. And let's see that on weekly time frame. What do you see here? You see that after the previous week where we had the price close at 1.0905, for the week that followed, it was a clear sweep of liquidity where the market went to create another high to grab liquidity for the buyers, and it hits their stop loss through the selling that happened all through last week, and the price closed at 1.0854, which means with this information for this week, we can be expecting more sell opportunity in the market for the market to come to a price level like this for next week. And that is how many pips in common? Let's check that. Let's check. How many pips is that? That is about 114 pips or 100 pips on average. Believing with the NFP that is coming up, the market may likely get to this price level. But the overall outlook for Euro US dollar, from what I've seen here, is a bearish movement. So I would be looking forward to sell Euro US dollar for this week. And on daily time frame analysis, what can you see? The information remains just the same with what we've seen on the weekly time frame outlook, that the market has clearly created a pattern that you see as head and shoulder right here, head and shoulder. And what is the next thing you're going to see? If the market is not going to gap up to a price range just like this, then we can be expecting the market to do a little bit of buy from this price level to this price level, then the market to sell into a price range like this. And when you calculate that in number of pips, that will give you an average of 120 to 130 pips exactly on daily time frame. Without sweating much on this, when we go to 4 hours, it's still the same outlook for a sell opportunity. Just that we might experience a little bit of buy into this price range before the market will actually sell, or the market may likely even gap up to a price level like this before we experience the sale. And this is still looking as a head and shoulder patterns for the retail traders, and this makes a lot of sense when you look forward in this direction for Euro US dollar for this week we are going into. Don't forget to trade with proper risk management, regardless of how confidence you have with this outlook. Okay, going to Great Britain pounds US dollar. Great Britain pounds US dollar, this has been a major bearish outlook as this has formed its own. So let's start from the monthly outlook here. And the monthly outlook for Great Britain pounds US dollar, let's check it. What we've seen so far is that the market has created a very strong bullish momentum for this month, and it has busted the high of the last month, even the month of, let me see, I'm coming, I want to check the month. I want to see the previous month here. This is March. Okay, the month of March has also been busted and the high has been cleared by this month breaking to the high side. And the market has successfully retraced that price level and closed with 1.2866 for the last trading day of last week. And that is just to tell you that liquidity above this price level has been grabbed. Liquidity, all of the liquidity residing at this week level has been grabbed. And we are expecting more movement in the market. If buyers are looking at buying to this price level, then the market makers right now are looking forward to make them leave their stop loss with this sell that is looking possible for this week we're about to enter. And that, let's go to the weekly outlook. My buyers on monthly is a sell, and on weekly outlook, what do you see? We've seen a completed model of this buy paradigm in the market, whereby the market has created high and low here, broke through the structure in movement of a bullish candle, went into a price range to see how liquidity can be grabbed from this other block right here. And we've seen a sell movement from this price range for the previous week, and this last week was been bearish. And this was actually analyzed in our outlook for the last week. If you're not in our community, please kindly join the community on our Telegram and WhatsApp. I've dropped the analysis there. This is exactly how the markets move for those weeks. And this, therefore, I expect more movement to the downside in the market, how the market will come into a price range like this. And when you calculate that in number of pips, this would have given you about 164 pips or 150 pips on average, where you should be expecting the market to be bearish too. I'm believing that this market, this currency pair will give us such opportunities to make that much in this coming week as we are about to experience it. And let's go to the daily time frame. Let's go to the daily outlook. Let's see what we have in there. And on daily, we've seen that the market has created high reversal crown right there. This is just a crown, by the way. You've seen that the market has created high level of price at 1.3043, and it has rejected from that price level ever since then, followed with a bearish engulfing candlestick pattern, followed with this follow with this outlook, follow with these candles, follow with this day and the break of structure to this price range. And now the current price market is here. What are we expecting? It's very simple. I'll be expecting the market to do a little bit of buy on daily time frame analysis to a price level like this before the market will come to a down price, which is around here. So that have been said on the higher time frame. You see, this is about 200 pips on the daily time frame outlook. But then when we look at the immediate price level where it should be coming to, we'll be looking forward to a price range like this around this price level. This is about 1.2782. These are around this price level. I'll be expecting Great Britain pounds US dollar to come to on the daily outlook. But then if you have more prospective opportunities in the market that you can trail and you can swing, then we can look forward below this support level. But definitely I'll be expecting a little bit of buy in the market for this price range on the daily time frame analysis for Great Britain pounds USD. Let's check what we have on the 4-hour time frame. Let's see if that's coincide with what we had on the Euro US dollar, since they are positively correlated. Now, this is very simple. This has also created, when you look at this critically and carefully, you will see that this is also a stylish head and shoulder pattern. That means we expect the market to do a little bit of buy into a price range, and then we sell from there. So exactly at what price level are we expecting to see this buy get to? This level exactly is where I'll be expecting. So without using any terminology, without confusing the newbies, this is where I'll be expecting the market to come to for this week at 1.2893 before I'll see a sell opportunity on Great Britain pounds US dollar. And if this opportunity will work out just as anticipated, I'll be looking forward to 100 pips or more if I'm going to swing this currency pair for this week. All right, this is the outlook of Great Britain pounds US dollar. All right, let's go to the Australian US dollar. Let's see what the markets have for us to do there. You see, I think this was last week outlook, and see how the market has played out so far. The market has played out to give us some level of about 160 pips. This was analyzed last week. I said that this market is this currency pair is coming to a price range just like this. Look at the market; it closed exactly at that price range, even swept liquidity before then. So let's go to the monthly outlook and see exactly what played out. On the monthly outlook, it's been a bearish candle, and this is AUD US dollar. And with what the market has done to the upside of this market, it's showing a strong bearish momentum, and that tells us that we should look forward to a more bearish week ahead of us for this week. Then let's see what we have on the weekly outlook. On the weekly outlook, we've seen, let me remove all of this. These were last week markups, and you see how the market has moved into those price ranges, and that's exactly what it looks like with analysis at invest level. Then let's see what we had here. On the weekly outlook, we said that last week was a very massive bearish momentum candle for AUD US dollar, breaking the previous low structure at 0.6580 right here. And with that information, what does that mean? It means we can be expecting more bearish movement in the market on AUD US dollar. Likely, the market may just go back to a price level like this, to a price level like this, to a price level like this, and this happened. Okay, I'm expecting the market to do something like this to 0.6625. I expect the market to move to 0.6625 to a buy level, and before then to now start selling. Okay, I'm just trying to identify the breakers block right there, whereby we can see opportunity to trade more from a premium price level. And this is a weekly outlook. If you're an intraday trader, forget about that. You may not have much to do with that, because that means you are risking so much. Let's go to the daily outlook. But one thing you should know is the outlook for AUD US dollar for this week is basically a sell. All right, without wasting time, let's see what we have on the daily outlook. The daily outlook is quite simple. After we had consecutive like 4, 5, 7, 8 days, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, close to 9 days consecutively, it's been a sell market on AUD US dollar, and the previous low level has been broken right there. And what are you expecting as a trader? Look at this carefully. What do you think will happen next? It's about how the market will come back to a price level like this before we can see the opportunity, just like here. Okay, so I'll be waiting for the market to come to a price level like this at 0.6671 or 0.6670 is where I'm expecting the market to come to grab that little opportunity for us to have more sell. Like as it is now, it will be difficult for me to jump into the sell. I will wait for the market to do a little bit of buy before I can look forward to sell this particular currency pair. So I'm going straight to the 4-hour time frame, and let's see the 4-hour outlook, what we have on AUD US dollar. As you can see, the market has been a really bearish one for a long time. And with this now, every time you see a stretched swing in the market, then you should expect a quality retracement before you can have another quality continuation of swing in that same market. That being said, that simply tells you that you're going to experience a little bit of buy in the market on AUD US dollar from the current market price of 0.6547 to a price level like this, right? To a price level like this at 0.6643 before we can have more sell in the market. And this is on 4-hour time frame on AUD US dollar. Okay, this is on 4-hour time frame on AUD US dollar. So every trader with different time frames has their own trading opportunity as entry protocol is concerned. Why I'm doing that is to ensure that you are not an intraday swinger, intraday trader, and you're looking forward to enter a trade from a position entry point, okay? Or you're looking to enter a trade at a swinger's entry point. So it's just about guiding our risk and cutting our risk, ensuring our risk management is up to date, and it's very, very minimal as much as possible. All right, so this is the outlook on 4-hour time frame of AUD US dollar. Let's see what we have on USDCAD, and we'll go to gold, and we are done for today. Okay, look at last week. Look at the opportunity we had there. Let's check it out from monthly time frame. So which means last week was a fantastic market week for us, because right here analysis was made that the market would likely come here and move to this price level. And that was about how many pips in total? That was about, okay, I'm going to do the calculation later. This is a monthly outlook. This is a monthly time frame, expecting the market to come to this price range, and the market got there exactly. This is on USDCAD. This is on USDCAD. Okay, a monthly outlook, I'm expecting more bullish movement in the market for this week, because this high needs to be taken out. I'm expecting the market to come to this price level at 1.3980. In fact, it might likely get 1.400 psychological zone before we can experience more sell in the market. So which means something like this is what I'm expecting and anticipating on USDCAD monthly outlook. Now let's check what we have on the weekly outlook. Let's see that. Let's see that. I'm going to do a little thing now. Last week I told you it's going to be a bullish movement for USD CAD, expecting the market to come to this price range or for this price range, and this price range for the intraday traders and this price range for the position traders. And what have you seen? The market actually came to the intraday traders and grabbed the liquidity from there, and it bought to a price level I was anticipating, and that was about 150 pips on average, and that is a weekly outlook. And for this week, what are we expecting? I'll be expecting more buy in this market, though we can express a little bit of retracement. Excuse me. Can expect the market to come down a little bit to this price level, for example, and from there we can have that buy like this. So which means a retracement is not, it won't be a shocking event. We have like 50 to 55% or 58% retracement price level before we have more buy opportunity on USD CAD. This is a weekly outlook. Let's check out what we have on the daily outlook. On the daily outlook, this is it right here. Can you see? This was the outlook last week, expecting the market to come to a price range like this, and boom, okay? Can you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was Monday to Friday, has been bullish. So this outlook was very, very much and concisely on point, and this was very, very beautiful for those that made money on this. Okay, so it's not about how many times the market will go your way, it's about how well we can do and behave when we find ourselves in the market, and that is exactly what we're doing. All right, so for this week, therefore, I will be expecting the market to come to a price range like this, for this level to be taken out completely. We've had, just like we had on AUDCAD or AUDUSD, a straight bearish movement, and now we're looking for a quality bullish movement before we see more continuation of a sell. On USD CAD, we've seen a continuous and steady bullish movement, and now we're going to wait a little bit for a reasonable retracement into the downside before we now pick up for another extension of this bullish movement. And that is what this looks like on the daily outlook with USD CAD. And let's check out what we have on the 4-hour time frame. It's looking a little bit clearer on 4-hour time frame, because this simply tells you this is an extensive stretch in the market on this particular currency pair. And from that I'm saying, it's looking a bit that the markets will come down to a reasonable price level just like this before we can have the opportunity for us to buy again. So we can expect the market to come to 1.3763 before we can expect more buy in this market. Now, without disturbing the chart so much to look very rough, and I just want to keep it simple, I believe that you've seen now that the analysis of the outlook on USD CAD for us for this week is bullish, and then on different time frames I've given different entry models that will help you to facilitate and enhance your risk management to favor you much. And so the last currency that I'm going to be talking about, the last pair, this is gold USD. For today, this is gold USD for this month. It's been a crazy month somehow for US dollar, for gold US dollar, because this has really moved. It has moved to catch a lot of traders, to catch them unaware, to break previous records, to create high time. Right, this is the all-time high in the market, and market has done that at about 2,485.87 in the market before the retracement back to this range 2,385.77. And in the previous week's outlook, I've explained and analyzed how we can be expecting a little bit of retracement from that price level on gold US dollar. So that has happened, and we're still expecting more retracement into a sell level. And in fact, the market might just come to a price level like this to test this previous support zone before we can see more buy in this market. So basically, let's check that on the weekly outlook. Let's see what the market has for us. Without wasting time, for this last week, we've seen that the market was a bearish one. So I'm going to remove everything I had there. I'm going to remove all of these guys. I'm going to take them out. This, can you see, last week, okay, the previous week showed us an incredible bearish candle, which was a shooting star. And last week I mentioned that with this shooting star, it tells us that we should look forward to see bearish movement in gold for that week. And with that, market did more than 500 pips movement on gold for last week. If you're on our Telegram channel, you would have made this opportunity, because this was analyzed right here last week. And then what do we have for this week? Following the sequence of the market paradigm that has played out over the last week, with this candlestick you see here, it means the bears are still much more in control in this market, and we can be expecting more bearish movement. Though the market has created a little bit of sell and creating a little bit of buy, whereby we have the wick at this price level. This is quite a rejection from this fair value gap right here. But then what does that mean? It means this week we can be looking carefully to a sell market, and how this sell is going to play out, let's see clearly on the daily outlook. On the daily, what have you seen here? This is also a pattern of head and shoulder. Right here, right here, right here, the crown, reversal crown, right here, trapped into this liquidity, claim everything about more than the threshold of this other block right here, and it created what? A shooting star. And then the market has created another level, but maintaining a consistent or a stagnant support price range. With this information, it means that we can be looking forward to see how the market will move into this price range. Coming, how the market will move into this price range, and from there we can be expecting our sales. So the market might likely just come into this price range at, what price is this? 2400 or 240, let me see, 2400, yes, 2400, before we can see more retracement to the downside in the market. So this retracement of the bullish movement might move to the price range of 2400 in the market, within this price range, before we have that continuation of this sell to break this structure. And this is the outlook on daily time frame. When you look at the 4-hour, it won't be that far from what we've seen. Can you see the same information head and shoulder pattern right there at the support level, maintaining that same structure, going back into a price range that we've seen, and then we can see how the market is going to retrace from this price level. As you can see, we expect more bearish movement from this price range to the downside. Ladies and gentlemen, please kindly through proper risk management, and this is your edge in the market. Whether you're going to make it big or not in the forex market, it has nothing to do with how many trades you can take as a win-win or your winning streak consecutively. What matters is your psychology, your risk management, and your belief, your optimism in the market, and your skill set. You have to continuously sharpen your skill set, have a mentor, and you can do better. Ladies and gentlemen, this is all I have for this week for you. This video is courtesy by InvestNo, and this is your gateway to trading. I wish you all the best. Do have the best of the trading week, and we shall talk again. Do have a wonderful time ahead of you, and bye for now.